Yo, we weren't even gonna speak on this, but things just got too messy to ignore. 50 Cent and Rick Ross's beef just reached a whole new level, and this time it's way beyond just diss tracks. Ross isn't just throwing shade. He's coming for 50's entire empire. And you already know 50 ain't the type to back down. He's coming for blood, dragging Big Meech and his whole crew into the mix. This is next-level drama even by 50's standards. Stay locked in as we break it all down. Segment 1. Rick Ross hypes up Meech's homecoming concert. First things first, let's talk about how this all kicked off. Rick Ross announced that he's hosting a huge concert to celebrate Big Meech's homecoming. He went online, hyping up the event, saying, "The biggest boss, Ricky Rosie. The time has come. Meech, February 13th. Get your tickets right now. It's going down. Florida, Miami, Detroit, St. Louis, California, ATL. Stand up. We making history." Now, if you know anything about 50, you know he wasn't gonna let that slide. As soon as he caught wind of Meech linking up with Ross, he went straight for the jugular. Segment 2. 50 Cent calls out Big Meech. No hesitation, no build-up. 50 went online and straight up called Big Meech a snitch. He even posted a picture of a rat with the caption, "The biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cowins. Her tell-all docu reveals the truth." If you don't know, Tammy Cowins used to be Meech's right hand, his assistant, business partner, and even co-producer on 50's BMF series. But here's where it gets real messy. According to former BMF affiliate Blue Da Vinci, Tammy started working as an FBI informant back in 2009. Segment 3. The informant accusation. Let's connect the dots. If Meech trusted Tammy and she supposedly flipped for the feds, does that mean Meech did too? Let's not forget, he managed to walk free after serving only 18 years of a 30-year sentence. But Meech wasn't about to let 50's accusations slide. A day after being called a rat, he hopped on IG with his own clapback, posting a pic of him and 50 with a huge rat emoji and some cheese slapped over 50's face. He called him an internet gangster and left it at that. Segment 4. Rick Ross jumps into the beef. That's when Rick Ross stepped in, wasting no time roasting 50 for being salty that Meech rocked with him. "I took a picture with Rick Ross and you like, oh, put your back against the wall and just slide down." At first, 50 ignored Ross and kept his focus on Meech. He doubled down, posting a clip of someone else chiming in on the drama, adding the caption, "Oh bro, you got to see the text messages Big Meech sending dudes. It's crazy out here." Segment 5. 50 Cent takes it to the next level. But 50 wasn't done yet. He posted a video of some dude straight up admitting to being a snitch, but with Meech's face edited onto the guy's body. If that wasn't enough, he wrote, he had Tammy Cowins doing all his dirty work. Her new tell-all breaks it all down. Screech directed her and connected her to people to get his time cut. Meech wasn't going to let that fly. He clapped back, dropping a video denying the snitching allegations, making it clear he never told on anybody in his life. Outro. And just like that, the 50 Cent vs. Rick Ross beef just hit another level. Is this the final nail in the coffin for the BMF show? Is Rick Ross really about to take over 50's empire? Or is 50 about to come back with an even bigger move? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget, February 13th, get your tickets. It's going down. Nobody tricked me off the streets, but I never folded, never told, and never will. Death before dishonor, always. So, I'm doing this for my loved ones and for the support of my friends and family. Y'all come out to the Omaran Arena on February 13th. But even with Meech shutting down the snitching talk, 50 Cent still ain't letting up. He clapped back by posting his reaction to Meech's denial, making it crystal clear that he ain't buying it. And just to stir the pot even more, he brought up St. Louis kingpin Dion Cuffy Gatling, who's still behind bars, and who has straight up accused Meech of working with the feds against him. "You tricked C off the street, I never folded, never told," 50 fired back. You told Tammy to tell. Death before dishonor always. So, I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Then 50 took it further, throwing shade at Meech's upcoming event. Y'all gonna be disappointed when Lil Baby don't show up. When Skill don't show up. When Vio don't show up. All these asterisk don't show up. He wasn't done there. He added. Meech can't even go. He on house arrest. He can't even go. Y'all already know. 50 wasn't about to stop there. He cranked the petty meter all the way up and dragged Big Meech's son, Lil Meech, into the mess. Not only did he put their private texts on blast, but he even threatened to boot him off BMF. Lil Meech, who plays his father in 50's BMF series, slid into 50's messages to check him about coming for Big Meech. He said, "They just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram. And now you managing Skillababy with Rocket when I brought him around you first, when you didn't have a clue who he was. Now you mad at me. When I would take my shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this, man. You act as if I'm your enemy. I've only shown you love and loyalty. I'm human. I go through my own asterisk. But I never switched up on you." Lil Meech also spoke on his pops linking up with Rick Ross, making it clear it wasn't personal, just business. He said it was all about securing the bag and nothing more. Fr Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can afford to pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet asterisk is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life. But 50 showed Lil Meech no mercy. He clapped back saying, "What next season?" Basically letting him know his role wasn't safe and hinting that he might recast or shut the whole show down. Then, in true 50 fashion, he kept the jokes coming. In a follow-up post, he straight up mocked Lil Meech, saying he was about to end up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. "I'll give Mona Scott a call for him later today," he wrote, making it clear he was ready to play dirty. And just when folks thought 50 had moved on from Rick Ross, he circled right back. This time, coming for both Ross and Big Meech's parenting skills to really twist the knife. He dug up some old footage of Lil Meech kicking it with Rick Ross's daughter, Twa Roberts, who he used to date back in the day. Then 50 took another shot, questioning why Lil Meech and the whole Flannery family never got any help from Ross. He said, "Why old boy didn't look out for Meech and send him to acting school? Big screech. All your people that was out did nothing for him." 50 also added, "You come home thinking you the Black Pablo Escobar, and at him up." Alluding again to reports that this drama cost Lil Meech his role on BMF. And then, just to make sure everyone knew where he stood, 50 pointed out that he helped Meech's family make millions off the BMF show. But he wasn't done being petty. He accused Big Meech of wearing his son's jewelry in recent photos. "I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault it's all gone. B, give the baby back his jewelry." Meanwhile, 50 kept the pressure on, doubling down on his claim that he's cooking up a documentary exposing Big Meech for allegedly snitching. To really drive it home, he posted a pic of Tammy Cowins, saying she's got all the receipts to prove Meech is a rat. 50 said, "The truth and nothing but the truth. Tammy Cowins coming soon. She has all the paperwork and recorded phone calls." In a leaked clip, Tammy herself said, "It's called the affidavit in support of the warrants, okay? It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role." Then she added, "I wasn't allowed to have them because they played this, 'I'm this kingpin' and 'I'm this killer' card. And they said their lives were in jeopardy. That's why they were able to close the courtroom. We would have been out at Meech, but they played a cold game." But just when you thought this drama couldn't get any wilder, Rick Ross slid back in and cranked it up even more. Now he's out here claiming he's about to produce his own Black Mafia family movie. But here's the catch. Ross might need to pump the brakes on that whole movie idea. Because getting it off the ground ain't gonna be easy if he's gotta go through 50 first. Sources close to the situation told TMZ that 50 owns the TV and film rights to the BMF story, And that ain't changing anytime soon. Plus, TMZ confirmed that 50's G-Unit film division is already working on a Tammy Cowins biopic, aiming to take the BMF saga to a whole new level. Now, when it comes to the fans, oh, they're definitely split. Some folks think 50's being way too petty and needs to let go of this ancient beef with Ross. It's been years after all. But others are riding with 50, saying he's always stood on loyalty. And if you link up with the ops, you might as well stay over there. Now, for folks wondering why 50 is still holding on to this beef with Ross, you gotta understand. Ross is one of the very few rappers who made it out of a 50 beef without his career taking a serious hit. Their issues date all the way back to the 2008 BET Awards when Ross claimed he didn't like the way 50 was looking at him. But the funny part, 50 said he ain't even notice Ross was there. The real drama popped off when Ross dropped Mafia music, throwing some not-so-subtle shade at 50 and even implying that he had something to do with the fire at his baby mama Shaniqua Tompkins' house. And you already know, 50 wasn't about to let that slide. He came right back with a diss track of his own. Officer Ricky, go ahead, try me. If you're wondering why 50 called him Officer Ricky, well, that's 'cause around that time, a photo leaked exposing Ross as a former correctional officer. And, of course, 50 being 50, he wasn't about to let that go. He dropped a whole video called Warning Shot, making it crystal clear he was ready to ruin Ross's life just for fun. So now that we've laid out all the mess between 50, Big Meech, and Rick Ross, we want to hear from y'all. Is 50 justified in feeling some type of way about Meech linking up with Ross? Should he really pull the plug on BMF over this? Or is he just doing way too much? Drop your takes in the comments and don't go nowhere. 'Cause this next story, phew, it's even crazier.